For sure.
You know how you say like you liked K-dramas? So
Yeah.
before you even came to Korea,
Yeah.
did you have like a fantasy of like Korean men? Like these
Oh my
Korean
God.
men are gonna be tall, they're gonna be look like Chang, they're gonna be like Park Seo-joon tall.
Yeah. Hi everyone, welcome to Kongstown. Today we'll be joined by Joanne, our first guest. Yay!
Yay!
Wait, I don't know your last name.
Nguyen.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, it's fine, it's fine.
It's fine. One more time. Let's do a redo. Welcome, Joanne.
Wait, did I hear that she was from Stanford?
Yeah, graduated Stanford.
Stanford?
I know, I have some pretty cool friends.
She seems like a good person. So,
You've known her how long?
2 minutes, but hey, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, great first impressions. What it means.
Yes.
All right. So our first question to you is like, how did you end up in like Korea?
A lot of people can kind of relate to this, but like getting into like K-pop and K-dramas
Right.
like back in the day. Although I think my first exposure to Korean like content was probably K-dramas, but I didn't even know they were K-dramas because they were actually Viet dub. Because like my family's Vietnamese. Yeah, so like I would watch it and I would just assume it was Vietnamese. But then and then as I got older, I was like, wait, their lips and the words don't match. And so
It's the crazy thing about dubbing. You don't realize it when you're a little kid.
and so that's kind of sort of how I got exposed to it. Although I would say like the actual like interest in it would probably be Super Junior Sorry back in like 2009.
Oh my god. Did you do the routine and everything?
I mean, like I remember watching it and then being like, oh my gosh, this is so catchy. Although I have no idea what they're saying.
You live in different eras. My era was not that era.
Hey.
No offense.
No, stop.
Wait, what's your era then?
My era is like twice.
That's the
Like the likey, you know what I'm talking about? The TT.
Can you stop, please?
Or are you a different era?
Shush.
3 stages right here.
Wow.
So like there's that, and I think from there I was like, okay, like kind of getting more into like Korean like popular culture. And then in high school I had the chance to come to Korea as part of like a cultural exposure program. So I was here for about a month. So I was in Seoul and then Jeonju, and then we did a temple stay and went to Busan. And I was honestly really grateful for that program because I not only met such amazing people that I still keep in touch with to this day, but I was able to explore Korea beyond the lens of like a normal tourist would. And so, yeah, and because I was also here for a month, I think that really gave me a chance to kind of see what it would be like to live here. And so that was kind of like where like the seed kind of got planted. I was like, oh, maybe I would like to work and live here someday. So that's kind of like where it all began.
For sure.
You know how you say like you liked K-dramas? So before you even came to Korea, did you have like a fantasy of like Korean men? Like these Korean men are gonna be tall, they're gonna be look like Chang, they're gonna be like Park Seo-joon tall. They're so sweet.
Everyone walking by.
Everyone's like Sung Joong-gi walking around. Hey, this is a hot topic.
I mean, it's a very important topic for all of us.
We need to know what you saw prior before you came to Korea.
I mean,
Oh, I'm so sorry for this question.
no, not at all. I feel like this is like a commonly asked question.
Yeah.
It's an important question, Hayam.
I'm
It's
so
an
sorry.
important question. That's why it's common.
My mind.
It's common because it's important.
I don't know. I feel like I can distinguish like, fantasy from reality. So I wasn't like going to Korea and being like, everyone be looking like Hongyu, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think that was the expectation.
Right.
But the thing I would say though is that a lot of the guys in Korea definitely dress better than in America.
This is very true.
It depends. It depends on the area, but like
I mean, like New York, they dress really
they dress
good.
well,
Yeah.
but like in the Midwest and like also like I mean like I'm not saying they dress badly. It's just like
I know what you
know
mean.
what I mean? Like
for sure.
So from what I'm getting, Korean men are good looking. That's what I'm.
I think they know how to style themselves.
Yeah.
They're not good looking.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying because I don't
pushing it.
because I don't. Cause I feel like I think this goes in. Okay, it kind of goes into like the dating realm and stuff like that. But I think I want to be very careful about this idea of like the exotification or like stereotyping because I feel like. I mean, there's good-looking people everywhere in the world, right?
True.
And so, and it's like, I mean, people have their own like preferences and like whatnot too,
Right.
Because like I know, like, okay, I don't know if I should go into my dating life experience now, but like I don't like when people look at me, I don't want to be like, oh, because she's like a foreigner, like.
Right.
There's always that concern of like.
My friends always say they're like really concerned, like because I'm a foreigner, they must be dating me. Like that fear always resides. Yeah.
That definitely is a thing because like people will be like. It's like, oh, like, where are you from? And they'll get like really into that. And it's like wanting to speak English with you. And I'm like, do you want a language exchange partner? Like, what is, I don't understand what you, like, want from me.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, being here, there's, again, the concern of, like, are they dating me because they actually like me? Or are they dating me for the experience?
Yeah.
And then there's also, like, the potential language barrier. Like, I can speak Korean, and I do have friends where I just exclusively speak Korean with them. Right. But then I'm like, but in a relationship, I feel like you need to be able to communicate on a deeper level.
Right.
And I know that there's other couples that can do that. Works for them. You know, that's cool.
Kudos to them. Yeah.
Kudos to them. Just haven't had that experience for myself yet, so I can't really say.
Right.
And then I don't know, sometimes the conversation is just really freaking dry. And I'm like, I don't know if it's, and I don't know if it's, I don't know if
give it to her straight.
Turn right.
I don't know if it's because of like the language and the culture, or it's because they're just trying to like get to know you quickly. And yeah, I guess my love life is pretty non-existent, but it's okay. That's why I watch K-dramas.
I should have asked this question and went down.
No, it's okay. I live vicariously through K-drama.
Hey, she's living the life. She's living her life.
You know.
My gosh, why do you like Korean music?
I mean, I just like love their music and their vibe. I mean, obviously for K-pop, I also enjoy the concepts and like original content, like SM Entertainment. They have like a lot of really cool original content, like for NCT and stuff like that. Like, it's just a lot of fun. And then you just get to know the members for their personalities and all that stuff. So I don't know, there's just a lot to consume. And so there's always something to like enjoy.
Then who's like the recent celebrity that you've ever met?
Most recent celebrity?
Like, I had like a sign from them, like,
sign from them?
And like, touch hands, kind of.
Wait, what's this?
You didn't.
I've actually had.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Are we for real? Yeah.
Fun fact, I've actually been to a lot of like fan meetings this year for like different actors. And so, I mean, for like, I've seen like Ijeun or like Jonghae and
Jonghae?
Seriously?
Yeah. Like, and I saw them like up close because there was like at the end when you say bye, like they lined us all up and then we walked out and we were like, oh my god, like that. And so like, they're real good looking.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I went to a lot of those this year. And in terms of concerts and festivals, I go to so many. Like, I'm probably, within all the people I know, I probably am the person that's been to the most. Because like on average, like, just like last year alone, I'm pretty sure I went to over like 10 different concerts / music.
10 different concerts?
Yeah.
Blackpink.
Yeah,
you went to Blackpink?
Yeah.
I was just randomly checking, and then I got a ticket for like the 4th floor. And then I tried again and I got ground floor tickets.
What?
Dang.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't even know. Someone must have canceled. Your girl was there on time, and she was like, and then so I canceled the one for the 4th floor, and then the ground ticket. So the ground ticket, it was a little awkward because it was like to the side, so like I kind of had to like position my body like this, and so I was like this the whole time. But it was worth it. Yeah. It was worth it because during the encore, they came out on these like cart thingies where there's like little wheels, and they were literally like this away from me, and I have videos of it.
Awesome.
And so I was just like, oh my god.
Right.
Yeah, so. Oh my god.
Do you see why she does not need a boyfriend? This is why. She's living the dream.
She's really living the dream right now.
She's living the life. She's living her life.
You know.
Oh, so like you graduated Stanford and then afterwards you decided to come here.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much like adulting in a foreign country.
Yep.
I know it's super hard, but it's even much more difficult when you're not fluent in the language.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to deal with visas and housing and everything. It's really tricky, isn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, like
your boss.
I was like, for sure when I, like during senior year, I was like, can I even do this? Just because I feel like finding a job in a foreign country where you're not fluent is like, has its own struggles. Right. But then I was also not in Korea at that time. Like I was still back in the US, and so I was like, could I even find a job? It was like the first major question.
It's like the biggest fear.
Yeah, I was like,
especially out of college.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't have any experience. And so, but like thankfully, so one of the group leaders in the program I did back in high school, like I reached out to him, or actually I reached out to everyone, but he was like, oh, I'm working at this startup and we're looking for a marketing person. Wow. And so I was like, okay, chill. So like I sent my resume, like, and then I got the interview and then I got the job, and that's kind of how I came. And I was unsure about housing stuff, so I ended up booking like an Airbnb for like at least a month or maybe longer, just in case, because I was like, I knew that I could always shorten it, but I would rather give myself time to actually go to a place and like know I want it, because I don't want to be like, you know, calling someone from Zoom and just like figuring that out from like, that just doesn't seem like it's it. Like I want to be able to see where I'd be living in person. So I did that. And so that was kind of stressful.
How about like the work experience? How has it been like? Because this is your first time adulting with Korea. But what was the work experience like for you? And like, how would you kind of advise a fellow like junior or someone that's like under your wing later on?
I think for a lot of folks who aren't Korean or don't know Korean as well, I feel like oftentimes the route in which they come to Korea is like teaching English, which is, you know, props to them. And I think if you go down that route, I think there's a lot of different resources. Like, you know, there's different programs. There's a lot of, you know, people vlog about it, talk about it a lot. So there's like a lot of pathways for you to kind of figure that out. But then for me, I came working in marketing at a startup. The struggle for that was like, you know, I don't know anyone else that's in a similar position, so I can't be like, okay, so in this situation, like, what do you have to do? Or like salary negotiation, how does that happen? You know? So I think the process of adapting to that was a bit of a struggle at first, but I feel like for me, I use LinkedIn a lot because I feel like, you know, maybe potentially a lot more like English foreigner friendly and stuff like that. But a lot of it was from different perspectives, like from perspective of someone living in the US, so like working in the US. And so it's like, I don't know how to convert that into like Korean work culture. On the flip side, you know, for me, because I have marketing experience, I could be like, oh yeah, you know, I can do when I move companies, like, you know, doing marketing and stuff. And in some ways, like, that's really cool because I think that helped me in terms of not being limited to, I know like the common struggle for people who teach English is that they feel like they're stuck in teaching English and they're like, oh, this is not my career aspirations. And so it's kind of hard for them to break out of it. So for me, I still get really self-conscious about and thinking about like, oh my gosh, is my Korean good enough?
Oh, right, because like you're like job searching right now.
Yeah, I'm job searching right now too. So it's kind of just like not being too much in my head and kind of be like, you know, I've moved here for like 4 years now. I have work experience. Like, you know, be confident.
It's like, I got the goods.
I got the goods. You just gotta like, you know.
Is there something you'd like to tell Korean companies about yourself right now? She's a resume. She's optimistic, spontaneous, and genuine. Take her. She's your best employee of the day.
Thank you.
And so a final last question.
Yes.
Is there any advice that you would give for your younger Joanne before Korea?
I honestly think about this like all the time.
Oh, seriously?
In terms of whenever I reflect, I'm like, man, my middle school, high school self would not be able to believe where I'm at right now. But to be honest, I feel like I don't think I would have changed anything I've done because I feel like I've always stayed true of like, you know, this is what I want to do and kind of like stayed true to that. So for the most part, just keep doing you, be more confident probably. I feel like that's always important.
That's so different from what I would tell myself. Like, don't move, don't do anything, just stay put.
Wait.
Just wait, man. If you do it, you're gonna mess up. Really different lives, I guess.
Well, thank you so much, Joanne. Really appreciate you taking the time to be here.
Sure.
And if you like our video, please press like or subscribe and always click the notification button as well if you're willing to. And so, thank you so much. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you for being a part of Constown. Thank you so much.
Yay! You did great.
That was amazing. That was really good.